Hey friends, so we read Wimberly Worried last week, and this week we're going to read it again. You may remember that in this story, Wimberly worries about everything, especially about the first day of school. I want you to tell one of your family members, so that's mom, dad, or grandma, what things worried Wimberly. What helped Wimberly's worries about school go away? How did Wimberly feel by the end of the story? So now that you have given your answers to mom, dad, or grandparents, I'm going to start with the story again. Wimberly worried. Wimberly worried, and this story is written by Kevin Hinkins. Wimberly worried about everything. Big things, little things, and things in between. Wimberly worried in the morning, she worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, worry, worry. Too much worry. If you remember, worrying is when you think about a lot of stuff, and sometimes it's not a very comfortable feeling. So she's got a lot of worry in her. And she worries about the tree in the front yard, and the crack in the living room wall, and the noise the radiator made. At the playground, Wimberly worried about the chains on the swings, the bolts on the slide, and the bar on the jungle gym. And always, she worried about her doll, Petal. Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. Wimberly just keeps worrying about everything. How do you think it makes her parents and her grandma feel? Look at their face. How do you think they're feeling about Wimberly worrying? When Wimberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. So that means when she was really, really worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wimberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears at all. On her birthday, Wimberly worried that no one would come to her birthday party. See, said her mother, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wimberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. On Halloween, Wimberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. See, said her father, there was nothing to worry about. But then Wimberly worried because she was the only one. You worry too much, said her mother. When you worry, I worry, said her father. Worry, worry, worry. Too much worry. So Wimberly's grandmother has an interesting way of telling Wimberly not to worry. Besides talking to Wimberly, what else does a grandma do? Take a look at what she's doing here. Look at what grandma's pointing to. She's pointing to a picture and it says, take it as it comes. So that's her way of trying to show Wimberly not to worry too much. She has some other things that she does and wears and points to in the story. I wonder if you can find them. Soon, Wimberly has a new worry, school. Wimberly worried about the start of school more than anything she had worried before. By the time the first day arrived, Wimberly had a long list of worries. What if no one else has on spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if the teacher is mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? That means what if they laugh at it and make her feel sad feelings? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? What if I have to cry? Don't worry, said her mother. Don't worry, said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. While Wimberly's parents talked to the teacher, Mrs. Peachum, Wimberly looked around the room. Then Miss Peachum said, Wimberly, there is someone I think you should meet. Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself wearing stripes and she was holding a doll. I wonder if Jules had the same worries as Wimberly, because she's looking a little bit uncomfortable as well. Let's turn the page and see. At first, Wimberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. That means that they just barely looked at each other. Take a look at their eyes. This is Petal, said Wimberly. This is Niblet, said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. Hi, said Peblet. I put their names together. Hi, said Petal. Hi, said Niblet. I rub her ears, said Wimberly. I rub her nose, said Jewel. Throughout the morning, Wimberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Wimberly worried, but not more than usual. That means she worried some, but it wasn't more and it wasn't at all. And sometimes she worried even less. Before Wimberly knew it, it was time to go home. Come back tomorrow, called Miss Peachum as the students walked out the door. And Wimberly turned around and smiled and waved and said, I will. Don't worry. Why do you think Wimberly tells Miss Peachum not to worry at the end of the story? Tell Mom, Dad, or Grandma what you think. The end. So that was our story, Wimberly Worried. And today in our flip grid, I want you to tell me, how are Jewel and Wimberly alike? How are they kind of the same? I also want you to tell me, how does that help them become friends? Send a video in about what you think.